fact, another person who lost his life in the hands of Pakistani butchers was Shubham Dwivedi. The Kanpur-based businessman was recently married and he was one of the many to be killed for being an Hindu.
2 months. That's all the time 31-year-old Shubham Dwivedi managed to spend with his wife Aishanya. He was a businessman who hailed from Kanpur, the only son to his parents with no siblings. Shubham was traveling with his clan, a total of 11 people, on a 6-day trip. Look at him in this video. How happy he is, how he is enjoying Kashmir visit, how serene it feels to have family around. But no one knew it was not going to last. On the 22nd, Shubham and his wife headed to the mountains on horseback. Little did they know that it was going to be their final ride. The terrorists got hold of Shubham, cornered him, asked for his name and ordered him to recite Kalma. He could not, and that was the last he breathed. The butchers shot Shubham on his head, leaving behind a grieving wife, shell-shocked and wondering why his husband.
वो बहुत ही चिन्हित लोगों के खिलाफ जिस तरीके की बर्बरता हुई है, मैं चाहता हूं कि सरकार उसका उसी रूप में जवाब दे। मेरे भाई से उन्होंने कहा कि अगर तुम कलमा पढ़ दो तो तुम्हें छोड़ देंगे। वो समझ ही नहीं पाए कि किस वजह से ऐसे पूछ रहे हैं। उनको लगा कि कोई हंसी मजाक कर रहा है और तुरंत ही उनके सर पे गोली मार दी। गोली मारने के बाद मेरी भाभी से कहा कि जाकर के अपनी सरकार को बताना कि हमने तुम्हारे साथ क्या किया है।
Make no mistake, this terror attack was not just on those people. It was an attack on peace, an attack on democracy. But make no mistake, every citizen is united in this cause, and those butchers will not be spared. Bureau Report, Times Now.
And my colleague Adib is now joining us from Shubham Dwivedi's residence in Kanpur. Adib, indeed a very heartbreaking and difficult time for the family of Shubham Dwivedi, who has been killed just 2 months after his wedding. What are the demands that are being made by the family?
Well, definitely, see, it's a very tragic incident that has taken place, and the Kanpur man, he has lost his life in the Pahalgam Terror Attack. As you can see in the visuals, his mortal remains are kept in his house, and all the family members and in fact the neighbors of this particular area, they all have gathered to pay their last respect to Shubham Dwivedi. You can see in the visuals that the mortal remains of Shubham Dwivedi are kept over here, and the family demands that justice should be given to Shubham. The way he was killed by the terrorists in Pahalgam, in the same manner these terrorists should be killed. These are the demands of the families and the locals of this particular area, and they only say that justice should be given to Shubham. He recently got married, and he was on the Kashmir trip with 11 of his family members when this tragic incident took place. He was asked his name, and then the terrorists shot him dead. And in fact, when his wife confronted the terrorist, she was told that she needs to go and tell this to the government. So this is how the tragedy unfolded at that particular time in Pahalgam, and now you can see how all the people, they have gathered. In fact, you can also see a large number of police force that has been deployed at the residence of Shubham Dwivedi. In fact, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will be arriving at around 9:30 this morning to offer his condolences to the family members and to Shubham Dwivedi. You can also see in the visuals that senior officials of Uttar Pradesh Police, they are also offering their condolences to Shubham Dwivedi. And soon after the Chief Minister's visit, when the Chief Minister has done offering his condolences, the body will be taken for the cremation in a nearby ground. The Shubham will be cremated in a nearby ground from his residence, and we are expecting that this ceremony will take place at around 10:30 a.m. But the family mourn the loss of Shubham, and they demand that justice should be given to him.
Right, Adib, thank you for getting us those details. In fact, we'll keep coming back to you for more updates from there. With that, we're now slipping into a very short break. We'll be right back.